Hello LEGO fans, Bricks Unbound here, and today I've got a third update for my Convention Center MOC. And in this update you're going to see quite a bit has changed. I've made quite a bit of progress here, because I think in the last update I had maybe 2 or 3 chairs. Let's zoom out and see how many I've got now. There we go. So there are now 88 total chairs. On the bottom floor we have 52 and then 36 up top right now. My original goal was 100 chairs for the auditorium. But I think if I wanted to fit another 12 chairs, I'd have to make it just a little bit larger than I would really like to in order to fit inside the space that I'm looking at here. So I'm happy with how this is going. As I said, tons of chairs in here, quite a bit of progress from the last video. There is still quite a bit to be worked on, of course. Let's go ahead and take the camera off the tripod here and get a closer look. Alright, now that I have the camera in my hand, let's move around this and see what's going on. So right now it does look like there's a pirate convention going on. It looks like they're still in the same scene they were in the last video, I believe. But we have a little bit better audience now. They're a little bit more comfortable in their seats. They don't just have bricks that they're sitting on. So each row in the middle section here has 3 seats in it. And these seats are pretty nice. They can recline back here. You can see Emmett. You can lean back in a seat, bring it back forward. And they all have armrests, but of course, like any true theater or auditorium, you do share your armrest with your neighbor, which was also nice for just how much space this would take up. That I didn't have to give everybody 2 armrests. But yeah, I'm liking the look of it down here. It'd be really neat if I could get some kind of lighting going on, but I don't think I'm going to really worry about that, since it will most of the time be dark, and there would be lights on the stage up front here. This is just a work in progress stage, just to have kind of the general idea going there. So we look around the side here, I have started doing some detailing on the walls here. If you've been in other auditoriums, they normally have some kind of something on the walls that is usually for sound. I'm not an expert on sound and how you can get it to bounce around and sound better, so I'm just putting this up here to give the idea of that, even though, who knows, that could be a completely horrible place in order to move the sound around the theater effectively here. Then up on the second floor I have installed a guardrail here, which I just did with some clips. You can see there how that's constructed, just some clips and tiles to go around. These are completely loose right now, and I know there's big gaps that poor minifig could get their foot stuck in and break their leg or something, but I'm not worrying about that right now. It's not completely open for business, especially on the second floor. But I do plan on filling in some of these gaps to make it a little bit safer. So those are attached, the guardrails are attached by bracket pieces up top here, and then just clipped to the wall on this side, which, I mean, it works. It looks good enough, and the length is about right. So I'm pretty happy with that. The one potential bad thing is that it's kind of a short guardrail, see, so I'll stand my construction worker up in front of me here. Yep, so that comes up to, you know, just above his knees, so just the right height to trip and potentially fall over. But I don't really want to make it any higher, because then I'm afraid it'll block the view from the seats, so the minifigs won't be able to see the stage. One thing I might do to improve the view is raise up or increase the spacing between these seats as far as height goes. So you can see right now there's just a 1 plate difference in height for each row. And I would like to change that to 2 plates, maybe even 3, so the full brick height difference. I think that'll just help with the view down to the stage, because right now I don't think someone sitting in those back seats would be able to see down here. And maybe they won't even when I raise it up, but I do think that's necessary. Lots of auditoriums I've been in, the balcony has had a steeper gradient and seating on the balcony than the ground floor. So I did a little bit of detail on the interior walls, and now I've also been working on the hallways here. So the way this MOC is eventually going to work is this whole auditorium is going to be sat down in the middle of a building that'll have exterior walls going here. The windows will curve around, and this will be the front of the building here. So there will be a little bit of a hallway, probably on either side. For right now I'm just working on this side of it. And along the hallway we're going to have various pieces of art. These are actually all based off of real paintings. Well, I'm not sure about that one. My fiance made that one. but she said it kind of looks like a Monet painting, so we'll go with that. These are both based off a famous Japanese painting, some views of Mount Fuji. Unfortunately, I cannot remember the name of the artist right now, so anybody who can remind me of that, leave it down in the comments and be much appreciated. So the idea is that, you know, minifigs can walk down the hallway and look at the art and enjoy it, and it makes these walls from being completely plain and boring. I do plan on having a little bit of a walkway around at least the front here, because of course we're going to need stairs going up. So I think the walkway will probably come off probably just right about where this is dark tan up here. It'll come out a little ways here. I want a big atrium here for all of our cosplayers at conventions to hang out in. But there will be a little walkway, probably stairs, that'll come up this direction somehow, and then a balcony walkway area over here. I think that's gonna look good. Like I said, I need to decide exactly how I'm going to do it, but that'll probably be one of my next projects here. So I hope that you have enjoyed this update and will stick around for some more. It's very fun working on this. It definitely takes a ton of pieces and a decent amount of time. I mean, to put those 88 chairs together, I just sat and watched YouTube videos while doing it. I might have been watching a live stream by somebody too. I can't remember for sure. But that did take quite a bit of time. This does take quite a bit of time. And I also need to move this actually out to the base plates that it will eventually be on, because the full dimensions for this, as I've mentioned in previous videos, will be 64 by 64 studs for the entire convention center. The auditorium is about as big as it'll be right now. I think it's 44 studs wide right now with at about 32 or so deep, which is fine. That's a good size. I'll still have room for a nice atrium out front as well as hallways on the side, which is what I wanted. So this probably won't get a whole lot bigger, but it will get moved to two 32 by 32 base plates, or well, actually 4 32 by 32 base plates for the total 64 by 64 stud footprint of this building. Thank you for watching this update. Please come back for more. Bye.